one-day turnaround, even during the shortest of times when you used to finish on a weekday and go on a weekend, you had a little bit more time. What's it like for such a big moment to have such a short time? How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. I actually like it. You don't have to overthink things, overcomplicate things, over-ruminate, as most coaches usually do. We probably, if you give us too much time, we'll overcomplicate the game plan. At this point, you are who you are, and we have great habits. Particularly the way we finished the season, I like a lot of the way things were trending. And ultimately, like I said last night, we're looking forward to it. You want to play as competitors. You want to have high stakes. You want to have games that have this kind of meaning, and we're ready to go. We had a good practice today, and we'll have a prep tomorrow morning, and so let's tip this thing off.
Eric, how different are they since the coaching change?
Yeah, they're a little bit different. It's not like they're a totally new team, and we were able to play them twice, with Quinn coaching them. But their offensive numbers have gone up. They've been putting up big time scoring output numbers, and their attack numbers, things in the paint, at the rim, all of those numbers are gone up. But this is to be expected. The last game we played against them, it took us 130 to be able to beat them by 2. Ideally, would I like that? I don't even know. I don't even care. I just want us to play and compete to our identity, and do whatever it takes to get out of this thing with a win.
I just asked Kevin about kind of the bench core that you put together with him and Kyle and Caleb, and why it's worked with him as a small ball 5. Why did you like that group together?
Before or after? Before, you don't necessarily know how things are going to work. When you have that much experience and skill and talent, it'll figure itself out usually. And those guys really know how to manipulate the game, how to share the game, how to make the game easier for everybody. Their skill sets just naturally complement each other, and they help the other guys. We've been looking for some consistency and stability out of that second unit all season long, and there's probably no better formula than plug and play 2 former champions, 2 former multi-year all-stars, and let them stabilize that group, and everybody else can gain confidence from that. And that's basically I think what we saw those last few weeks.
How have you seen Trae Young sort of get better at attacking your traps and those things come off those ball screens?
Like anything in this league, the more often you see stuff, the more comfortable you get. He is that kind of player that requires multiple schemes, so you can't just live in one strategy and expect that to be good enough. He's going to bring it. We're well aware of that, as a competitor should. They'll be prepared. They'll be ready. It'll be a matter of who can impose whose will on the game more consistently.
It's so hard on him in that series.
Yeah, I don't know. It's irrelevant now. That's a different year, different system. We want to commit to doing tough things defensively, and that's what you're going to have to do. It's not only Young, but Murray and the rest of these guys. I look at the numbers, and even just casually observing the last 3 weeks, and just seeing them put up 130, 140. They're putting up monster numbers. A lot of guys are in rhythm. They can score the basketball as well as anybody in this league. There's not going to be a magic formula that, hey, this is going to solve everything. It's going to be easy from there. You have to commit to doing tough things, hard things, and do it consistently.
Kyle said he's ready to play more minutes if he's needed to in the postseason. Is there kind of the hope this last month is building up to this point, and if that's needed, you can do it today?
Yeah, it's played out so far, as good as we could have planned. When we were starting this process 2 months ago, you just don't know how it's going to end up. But I thought we were very disciplined, except for the head coach the first game he came back. Once we got past that, we settled into a routine, and we all felt good about it. Communication was great. he was able to play really effectively, and the most important thing, feel really good the next day. And we're able to build on that, and that is a great piece of news that they'll be able to play more minutes.
Erik, when you play a winner-go-home type situation, it usually comes at the end of a 7-game series. In this case, it's just one game. You haven't seen them other than the regular season. How is the mindset different in that regard?
You prepare, you rely on your habits, and you try not to overdo things, at this point. It's not like we're going to be able to reinvent the wheel. I'm looking forward to it. Our guys are looking forward to it. I think for veteran players and the guys that have been around a long time, this is a new experience. If you embrace those kind of experiences, it can be fun. We want everything you can get out of this profession. And this play-in has been overall, I think, a real positive for the league. We're in it. We want to take advantage of it, and hopefully take the place in tomorrow night. All right, thank you.
Thank you.